Hello Year 8 and welcome to this series of lessons on how to create your own website. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a folder in which we can save all our work. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to choose a new folder, I'm going to give it a sensible name like my first website, and it's in this folder, if I can spell correctly, where I will save all the files that are going to make up my entire website. We will be working with two applications, two pieces of software. The first is a very simple text editor called Microsoft Notepad, and the second is an internet or a web browser, and you will be using Chrome or Internet Explorer, whichever one you prefer or is installed on your machine. So to begin with, I'm going to open up my Notepad. Now, depending where you are, I'm going to hit Windows Run and hit Notepad. If you're in school, it'll be in the local apps, or you can click on the Windows menu bar in the bottom left and try and find it. So it's in this editor that we program our HTML. HTML is encoded as a series of angular brackets, and it's made up of tags. Each tag has got a start and an end is denoted by this escape clause, the /. So to explain, I start my programming with a Hypertext Markup Language, the programming language of the web. And my first tag I come across is the head. Today we're going to look at the head tag, which is all those elements that are outside of the page but nested in the browser. For example, the title on the browser, I'm going to say my first web page. And then the body contains all the main elements that we want to see on screen. And the first one we learn is the P for paragraph. I'm going to create a simple paragraph. Hello Year 8. And I'm going to close the paragraph. Now, the first time we save, we must choose File Save As. Every other time it will just be File Save, but the first is Save As. We navigate to the place where we want to store this. Mine was my first website, spelled incorrectly. We give it an appropriate name. In your worksheet, I think I said first.htm. That is very important. We're telling the computer that the file extension is a hypertext markup file. And I'm changing the type to all files. Then I click save. And if we note in my folder, you can see it didn't save a notepad file, it saved a web file. And I'm going to double click that to open it. And you can see at the top in the title, my first web page, and then it says Hello Year 8. So I can keep my notepad open, or if you close it, you can right click on your web page, open with, and notepad. So I'm going to keep both open. I've got my web page open on screen in the browser, and I've got my text editor. And I'm going to make some changes. So my first paragraph, very simple, said hello. And I will put in a second paragraph. Welcome to HTML design. And I'm going to end that paragraph. Now, when I save it, I can use Control and S on the keyboard or File Save. So I'm using Control and S. I'm now clicking on the browser, and I'm going to hit F5 or the refresh button if you prefer on the browser. But I'm going to click F5, and you can see that the edits have been updated. So we're working again on two applications, the Notepad to do our editing and the browser to see our actual changes. To review what we've learned, Hypertext Markup Language. It's a language used to encode websites. It's made up of tags in angular brackets, and each tag has got an escape clause or an end. So by referring to your worksheet and looking at this video, pause, rewind, replay, go and create your very simple first web page. Enjoy and good luck.